It's been very long since I sat in front of my camera and cussed somebody. As you can see by the title of this video, I have some bones to pick with the one, the only Burger King. And you know, maybe it's my fault because me never like Burger King yet. Okay, I've had it in Canada. I don't know if I've had it in the US, you know. But I was having my first Burger King experience in Jamaica, because the truth of the matter is, a lot of the places I would not normally eat at in Canada, when I come to Jamaica, I'm very happy to eat there. Now, Burger King is not one of the places on the list, and I'll get more into that in a moment, but let me give you the rundown. If you live in Canada, you know you don't walk into no KFC and add enough food, okay? You will die, allegedly. Let me not get sued, okay? But KFC in Canada, I'm not walking them and not add enough food. I'm not going in there. You would not catch me dead alive. I wouldn't even go in there for a water. Oh, it's disgusting. KFC is the biggest one, obviously, because when you come to Jamaica and you want KFC, girl, that's the first stop. You get off the plane, you go to KFC, period. And before you leave Jamaica, you get your KFC and you get on the plane, okay? That's just what it is. But KFC, definitely did not eat it in Canada. And Burger King, definitely did not eat in Canada. I could say the last time I had Burger King in Canada was in 2015 when I moved to Ottawa, and there was a Burger King close to my house, and I went in and I got 10 nuggets for $1. That alone is a red flag. From you have 10 nuggets and you're only charging $1, something not right. But that's neither here nor there. I want to bring your attention to Burger King in Maypen, Clarendon, Jamaica, because mighty God, the other day I was driving back from Maypen town, because the Burger King actually used to be in Maypen town, and I had not gone to that Burger King location, but I would drive by it frequently, okay? Well, they moved locations and put it in this other plaza. And so when you're coming back from Maypen town, you see big signage. They spend whole heap of money on signage, and it looked like that's where all the money went, to put up flags to tell you the king is here. So me I see signs say the king is here. So I said, oh, Jesus is coming. Jesus is here. Where is he? Need to meet him. Jesus knew did it, and neither was the king. I don't know which king it's referring to, because Burger King was not there. I proceed to go into the plaza where the Burger King signs are, and there's a drive-thru, which is also not very common, right? I shouldn't say it's not very common, because it depends on where you're at. Like, sometimes if you go to Juicy Beef, you will see what's it called, like the patty place, you will see that they have drive-thru. But like a lot of food places, a lot of food restaurants don't come with the drive-thru. Now in that plaza, they also have Popeyes, which, you know, I love me some Popeyes. Love that thing of Popeyes. Okay, I love Popeyes. In Canada, I love Popeyes. When I got pregnant with Salem, I think, is when I started eating Popeyes. Before then, you would not catch me dead in no fried chicken restaurant. I thought they was all the same. I thought Popeyes and KFC was one and the same. They are not. So in Canada, you will see me eating the Popeyes, okay? Chicken strip me down. But that's neither here nor there. There's a Popeyes in the plaza, and there's also a Little Caesars Pizza in the plaza as well. And so obviously, when something is new brand in Jamaica, everybody is going to join the line. It doesn't matter if you've been there already and you know what it tastes like. From them put up new location, everybody is going to be in the line, okay? Now, if it were a regular day and my children were not with me, I would have ixnayed on the Burger King, because already, like I said, I don't really eat Burger King like that, if at all. 2015 is 10 years ago, okay? But I was like, you know what? The kids said they wanted the Burger King. They seen the signage, so they're like, we want Burger King. We want Burger King. They ain't never had Burger King a day in their life. They don't even know what Burger King is, okay? They used to eat a lot of McDonald's when I lived in Canada, okay? Happy Meal, but they obviously haven't had that, which I had a dream yesterday that I ordered Burger King and McDonald's showed up in Jamaica, and I was just like, oh, are they coming back? Is Jamaica gonna get McDonald's back? Maybe I'll be the first in line. But that's neither here nor there either. Anyway, the Jamaicans are gonna be in the comments like, girl, if you don't get to the point. What was I saying? That take me, Jesus. So yes, the children. So my kids, because they were with me and they said they wanted Burger King, I was like, okay, yeah, we could try it, right? Today would be a great day to try it, because guess what? I think it was minutes to 4. It was minutes to 4, And I was like, when I go home, I'm too tired for cook. I don't want to cook. So I said, I don't feel like cooking when I go home. So yes, you guys can have Burger King. I ran my errands and then I circle back to the Burger King. When I get in the Burger King, it is 3:58 p.m. You hear me? 3:58 p.m. From what I can see, there are, I think, 5 cars ahead of me. Now, I have been in this plaza before and I've waited in the Popeyes line, and if it's a Friday evening, which it was not, if it's a Friday evening and you're there in the Popeyes line, or if it's a KFC line, no matter what, if it's a certain day of the week, prepare to wait. That's the normal behavior, but this was not a Friday evening. So imagine my surprise when there's 5 cars ahead of me and the line is not moving for a while, which doesn't make sense because it's called fast food, but there was nothing fast about it. So we're in the line, and at least if you're in the Popeyes line, when they realize the line is too long, they send out the people with the iPads and they come to your window and they place your order for you, so you're not sitting there the whole time, you know, upset. But you will see people get frustrated and leave the line, unless it's a Friday night and then no say when they go home they're not cooking. Back to Burger King. So I'm in the Burger King line. There are 5 cars ahead of me, and once the car actually gets to the part where you turn so you can get to the speaker, you don't know how many cars are ahead of that. But the whole time we were in the line, we were seeing cars move up, but we weren't seeing cars exit. So we're like, what? And so my mom says that, and I said, no, Mom, we're just not paying attention. Like, they have to be coming out when they go up, right? Baby, they were not coming out. And it didn't make any sense because, again, this is the drive-thru. Mind you, inside the store is packed, ram like goat, sardines, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. Inside the store, if you were to walk in and order your food, it packed. Okay, so inside is packed, and the lineup where the cars is packed. There's a man and a woman behind me in their vehicle. The woman is driving, a younger woman, she's probably in her 40s, and the old man, very old, okay? And so he looked like he was going to die if he didn't get a meal. And so I'm watching him in my rearview mirror, and I'm seeing him, his hand is on his head, he's stressed, caught him hungry so till. And he gets out of the car to go and check the inside, right? And when he comes out, I called to him. I said, Grandpa, how is it looking inside? And so he tells me it's so packed in there that he don't even want the food again. He's like, that it just turned me off. I don't want it again. But it looked like they can't come out the line at this point because there's nowhere to turn to. Once you got to a certain part, you couldn't actually exit the line, so you're stuck there. With me, if I had been that lady, I would have exited the line because she was behind me, and to me, she could have, you know, left. But when the first 30 minutes went by and our cars didn't move forward, we're like, okay, what is really going on here? Like, are they just backed up, or do they have one person taking the front orders and the drive-thru orders? Because it shouldn't go like that. So what is happening, right? But I got the kids. I can't just leave the line now because these kids are going to raise hell, okay? Even if I say, okay guys, the line's too long, we'll just go to Popeyes, they would not be having that, okay? So for me, that was a dub. I had to actually stay in this line. And the kids were not actually complaining. It was me and my mom that were like, what the hell's going on with this line? I would say after the first hour though in the line, and the car only moved a freaking foot, okay? 12 inches from where we first got into the line, we were like, no, something's really not right. We're in the line, it moves forward slowly, slowly, slowly. And then finally, okay, after I'm gonna say an hour and 15 minutes it took to get from the 5th car to the speaker. An hour and 15 minutes it took to get from the 5th car to where the speaker was to place my order. So let's fast forward, okay? So let's say now we're at the speaker. I'm ready to place my order. My window's already down. I'm ready to go. I have not been to Burger King. I don't know what's on the menu. So I looked at the menu, and Salem wanted a junior Whopper. My mom wanted a Whopper. Nola wanted a junior Whopper. Bell nuggets. So I get to the speaker, and nobody comes to the speaker. I've already been in line an hour and 15 tinking minutes, okay? An hour and 15 minutes. I get to the speaker, nobody's there. I'm like, hello? No response. So I sit and I wait for the person to come. She finally comes, maybe after 5 minutes, and she tells me I can place my order at the window when I come up. I said, excuse me? She said, you can place your order at the window when you drive around. Mind you, at this point, you would think that there's not still 5 cars ahead of me, but there was 4 cars ahead of me. So I'm at the speaker, and the car that was in front of me is waiting to go around the corner to the first window to place the order. The car in front of that car is at the window placing their order, and the car in front of that car is at the window waiting to receive their order. What can go so? Which part of the king was there? The king was missing in action. King never arrived yet. Them not ready yet. So the whole time, my mom starts cussing, and I'm like, Mom, the girl on the speaker can't do nothing about what you're saying. Okay, like, there's nothing she can do. At this point, now that we're around the bend, we definitely can't get out of the line because there's cars behind us. There's cars in front of us. I got a 4-wheeler, but I cannot go up on the curb and go around because there's trees. There's trees planted around the drive-thru. So we're literally stuck in this line. But we're actually contemplating, like, do we even want the food at this point? Like, that's how pissed off I was, because I'm just like, an hour and now 25 minutes has elapsed and I've not even ordered my food. I got to the speaker box thinking I was going to order, and this lady told me I can't order my food at the speaker box because the speaker box not working properly. What y'all say? I did them want me dead in the thing. They needed to just call the ambulance at that point because I was so damn hungry. Oh my God. So I'm pissed now, but I'm the type of person that knows that if they're having a technical issue with their speaker, it's not their fault. It's the higher ups, the CEO, whoever owns the damn franchise. You me a chat to. You me a call out. Because why do you have them operating the drive-thru? Why you put up all this signage and say, we're ready, we're open, and you not ready yet? You not ready yet? 1 hour, 25 minutes me I wait to place my order? Like what? 1 hour and 25 minutes I waited to place my order, and then after the hour and 25 minutes elapsed, I still didn't get to place the order. It wasn't until probably an hour and 40 minutes that I actually got to place my order. That's when I got to the actual window. And when I got to the window, the cars ahead of me were just waiting for their food. So the car in front of me now is placing their order, and the car ahead of them is waiting for their food. I don't know what can make fast food take so long to give to the people that order the food. I understand they're making it fresh, but I have never in my life waited 2 hours for no damn fast food, ever. And if they're understaffed, and if they don't have the right equipment and the right things to do the work, then they should not be opened yet, because all I am seeing is that the people, whoever owns the Burger King, are greedy, them greedy, because they know that you're going to be trapped in the line and you're going to have to order the food. They know that. But they also could have sent out somebody early on when the line was around the building, because the line was clearly still around the building. Because when I got in line, I got lucky, so to speak, because the car started to pile up behind me. From they saw that the line was crazy and hectic, they should have sent somebody out to tell everybody that the speaker is not working and you're not going to get to place your order until you get to the window, and they're taking extra long to do stuff. Because at that point, I could have left the line, but they want the business, so they didn't do that. It wasn't until I was right before the window that I saw a manager of some sort. I don't know what they were. I just know they had on Burger King clothing, okay? So I see this person, right? I realize they're in the Burger King colors. So I say to him, what the hell? What's going on? And so he starts explaining to me that they've been open a week now and the system hasn't worked 1 full day yet. I said, give me a phone number to call. I need to call somebody and tell them that this is absolutely unacceptable. Unacceptable! Because if the system has not worked 1 full day yet, and you guys are still operating and running the business like it is, it's a problem. Nobody can justify or say they are okay and comfortable with getting in a fast food burger joint line and waiting 2 hours to receive food. Not only that, they have a big old jumbotron outside with the menu on it. Okay, whole heap of things up on the menu, big posters talking about milkshake, this and cookies and brownie and all these things. Okay, so obviously when I get to the window Sorry, when I get to the speaker, sorry, I'm back and forth. When I get to the speaker and the girl tells me that I can't order my food there, I take out my phone and I take a picture of the menu because I don't know what the hell is on the menu at Burger King because I don't eat at Burger King, right? So I take a picture with my phone so that when I get to the window, I'm not like, let me get like, no. So so I take a picture of the menu so that when I get to the window to order my food, I can tell the girl exactly what I want. So when I get there now, you guys, to order my food, and this is what pissed me off after, because I already spoke to the man and the man told me they haven't had one full day of a working system so that they can take orders at the window. Like, close the drive-thru then. Put up a sign where said the drive-thru is not open and you have to come inside for order your food. Because I don't understand why they would ever keep the drive-thru going just to piss off the customers, okay? Or trap the customers. Because if they told me while I was in the line that I'm not going to be able to order the food at the speaker, I would have came out the line. Because I already saw how long it was taking. It just didn't make any sense how long it was taking. And I was giving them a blind because I'm like, okay, they just open. But like, that's not an excuse. If you're not ready, you can't open. So when I get to the window now, I have out my little menu on my phone. And I tell the girl what I want. I tell her I want 2 Whopper combos, 2 Junior Whoppers combos, and a nugget combo. 8-piece nugget combo. That was my order. When I say nuggets, she's like, we don't have nuggets. You guys just opened a week ago, 2 weeks ago. What do you mean you don't have nuggets? And she's telling me something about the truck didn't bring the nuggets or some foolishness like that. And I'm just like, bro, what? So at this point I'm really frustrated because now I have my middle child who can't get anything off of the menu because she don't eat burger. So I'm like, out of all the things to not have, you don't have nuggets? You don't have nuggets. So what me fi feed the little girl? Tell me. What me fi feed her now? So I'm in the car. I'm heated, right? But obviously I know it's not the lady's fault. And one thing about me, I'm never going to cuss out the people that's making my food. Never ever doing it, okay? I don't want nobody pitching up my drink, lick my burger, and serve it to me same way. So, no sir, I'm not in that. Okay, so I was like, girl, so what y'all got there? Because the menu over there said that. What you have for me, baby? Because I need me some nuggets. So Belle actually didn't get anything but French fries, you know. So obviously when I got home I was gonna have to figure out something else for her to eat if she's still hungry. So I got her a large fry. At this point, like I said, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. So we placed the order. They don't even have all the drinks because I think I asked for a certain beverage, them not have it. What is the point of you guys being open, putting the menu there, and then telling me, say, you don't have this and you don't have that? Because it's not like it's a mom and pop shop. A Burger King, me say. Burger King. And it's giving burger peasants. Me not understand. I'm like so mad. So whatever, they don't have everything that I'm asking for. I don't even bother trying to order no milkshake at this point, but she says I could drive up to the next window to collect my order. So I pay, and I paid $4,500. Okay, 4,500 Jamaican dollars. Okay, so let's just call it 45 Canadian dollars, right? So obviously now when I drive up to the window, based on how long the last car in front of me was sat there, because the car was still sat there when I was paying, okay, based on how long the car was sat there, I'm obviously under the impression of the guise that when me approach the window, my food is going to be ready. I drive up. I have my window down. I see maybe 4 or 5 staff members there. I'm looking in the window. Nobody's coming to the window to even say, give me a moment, whatever. I see them pouring out drinks and, you know, giving it to the people that are in the restaurant that have ordered their food. I see them, you know, packing up food and getting it ready for the counter that's, you know, inside the restaurant. But nobody is coming over to the window and telling me it's going to be 5 minutes, it's going to be this. It shouldn't be any of that though, because I've been in this line now for almost 2 hours. 2 hours. I don't think ever in my life I've sat in a drive-thru line that long. Ever. It's not a thing. It's not a thing, okay? They really don't have the concept of fast food here, but that's not even the problem. I'm looking at the people in the window. They're making eye contact with me and still just going about their business. Nobody's saying anything to me. And so I see they start bringing bags, right? So they start bringing bags and putting by the window. So I'm assuming that this food in this bag is mine. But I'm still sat there another maybe 15 to 20 minutes before they actually give me the food. Now, in that time, there's this young man there. I call him because he's telling me 1 minute, and, you know, kind of smiling with me. I'm not smiling, sir. I've been here 2 hours. I'm starving. My kids are hungry. They're getting agitated now. Like, come here. Bring yourself over here. So he comes or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell is the holdup, right? Like, I didn't say what the hell, by the way, but I'm like, what's going on? Like, where's my food? And he's like, soon come, soon come. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need you to throw in some cookies because this wait is crazy. I'm like, I need me a free cookie or something because this is crazy. So he tells me they don't have cookies. He's like, you want a shake? You want a shake? And I was like, yes, please, chocolate. Okay, give me the chocolate shake. So he's like, okay, soon come. He goes away. Another lady comes. My food is still not being given to me. I asked the lady to open the window because I have inquiries that I need to ask, okay? I'm like, what's going on? Like, where's my food? She's smiling and laughing. Girl, ain't nothing funny. Like, nothing is funny. I'm actually very upset. Where's my food? She's laughing. I'm puzzled, okay? Like, this is a very serious matter because now, if the food that you have placed on that counter is mine and it's been sitting there 20 freaking minutes while you guys are waiting for the last parts of my order to be ready, that means that when I get the food in the vehicle, I call it going cold. So, what's funny? I wanted hot food. I paid $45 for my hot food, and you're laughing when I'm asking you why it's taking so long. I was really trying to find the joke and the humor because, like, huh? And the truth of the matter is it would have been avoidable if they had sent somebody out before the cars went around the bend to place the order to state we're having issues with our system. So you're not going to be able to place your order. Do with that information what you will. But I'm money them a look. So they're not doing that. Whatever. Finally, they give me my order. And now I can't just drive off. I got to make sure the order's right. So I do. I check it. Everything is there. Okay. They actually messed up the drinks. I asked for 2 grape sodas, 1 Coke, 1 orange soda. They gave me 2 Cokes, 1 grape soda, and an orange soda. But I don't give my kids Coca-Cola, right? Like, they've had it, but like, I don't drink Coke, so they don't drink Coke. I tell her I didn't order 2 Coca-Colas. The 1 Coke was for my mom. So I'm like giving her back the Coca-Cola. And then I said, where's my shake? And she's like, we're not having a shake. And I'm like, the guy said he would go get me a shake. Obviously, he was gone with the Win Fabulous. He was missing in action. He didn't have no shake for me, but shaking his rump, child. Like, where was the shake? Where was my shake? So, whatever. My order is all there, so I drive off, but I'm so hungry, I can't even just drive home, and it's getting dark at this point because it's after 6 now. Remember, I got in the line at 3:58, and after 6 o'clock, I'm leaving the Burger King. I just got my order after 6 p.m. and I'm sat there in the Burger King parking lot now, shoveling my burger down because the truth is, I wanted to make it back home before it got dark. And when I got in the line at 4 o'clock, I really thought that I was going to make it back home before it got dark. And no reason in particular. I just wanted to be able to enjoy outside at home before it got dark. So I thought I would be home by like 5:30 the latest once I got in line at 3:58. But that was not the case. I left Burger King, the sun had gone down, okay? And I sat in the parking lot, me, my mom, the kids. We sat there, we ate our food, and the first bite of my burger, and my mom also biting her burger, cold. Fwa. They might as well have put it in the fridge. So my burger's cold, fries lukewarm, and the burger never nice. I don't know why anybody would ever even want a Whopper. So I still feel the same way I felt about Burger King years ago. Their food sucks. But one thing about them fries, baby, the fries was giving McDonald's. I was like, wait a second, Burger King's fries always taste like McDonald's? So 10 out of 10 on the fries, 0 out of 10 on the service, 0 out of 10 on the burger. But Burger King now get my money again. Let me tell you no. Never ever buying Burger King again. At least not from that location. Cause them never ready yet. Them too greedy and out of order, but they want to open and put up whole heap of sign. When I say whole heap of sign, guys, I mean signs from here to kingdom come, talking about the king is here, the king is here. A peasantry Never again. Never again. All the Popeyes line has never been so terrible. I get in the Popeyes line all on a Friday night, and I'm not sat there like that. When the food ready, the food ready. They give me my food and I go. And I'm not asking for perfection, but at least if I'm waiting for 2 hours, come with the hot food. After I pay my good $4,500, come with the hot food. Cause maybe the burger would have tasted better if it was hot, but the burger did cool. So now I'm sat there like, I really sat in this Burger King line for 2 hours and the food was less than perfect. No, sir. Them need a redo. Burger King, you can call me if you want to give me a fine dining experience. But, uno never ready. You guys should not be opened yet until your technical services with the drive-thru situation is fixed, and you guys add some staff members, because apparently they had 2 people take off on maternity leave, so they're understaffed. And they don't want to hire no more staff. That's what I was told by staff. So, you don't need to get una duck in a ada, because you're going to go down. Okay, if you don't fix up. Like, literally lost a customer. This was my first Burger King experience in 10 years. And, you know, it was not a good one, right? Like, all around the board, it was terrible. And so I knew that I was going to, you know, have to drag them a little bit, but they need to do better. So this is the PSA for Burger King and Maypan Clarendon. Do better. We don't have too much money, too much resources to be putting out subpar stuff. So I'm going to follow this video up in 2 months time. 2 months time, I'm going to try Burger King again. And when we try it, I'm going to come back and see if they have redeemed themselves, from the lineup to the quality of the food and whatever else. But as of right now, them get 0 stars, 0 ratings, 0 minus the fries. Fries was bomb dick. If they were hot too, oh baby, they was giving McDonald's from Shein. They was giving McDonald's French fries from Shein. Okay, anyway, you guys, I love you all so much, and I will definitely see you in the next one.